Have you ever had a great idea, but no clue how to actually make it happen? Or maybe you knew the right thing to do, but you picked the wrong time or the wrong way to do it. That's what today's topic is about. Wisdom that's not just about knowing what's right, but knowing how and when to actually live it out. Proverbs chapter 1, verses 3 and 4 says, "The purpose of Proverbs is for receiving prudent instruction, for teaching shrewdness to the inexperienced, knowledge and discretion." The Hebrew words here, haskell, means prudent behavior, orma means prudence, and mezomah means discretion. They all point to the idea of strategic living. Think about it. There are plenty of moral people who aren't wise. I'm sure you know people like that. And there are visionaries, people who have a vision, who see the destination, but have no clue how to take the steps to get there. Real wisdom is different. Wisdom means anticipating problems, but not getting stuck in overconfidence on one hand, or paralyzed by fear on the other hand, or paralyzed by perfectionism, which is another form of fear, by the way. It means not only knowing what to do, but when to do it. Let me give you an example. Proverbs 27, verse 14 says, "If one blesses his neighbor with a loud voice early in the morning, it will be counted as a curse to him." A blessing, what is meant for a blessing, becomes a curse. Your neighbor is not going to consider your cheerful greeting too early in the morning a blessing, quite the opposite. Whereas the same greeting at a more appropriate time of day would be appreciated. If you experience that, an experience like that, where someone meant well, but the timing or their tone was so off, it just didn't help at all. It's what discretion is about. Foresight, knowing how your actions today will play out tomorrow. Now, it's easy to confuse worldly sophistication with true wisdom. That's what Adam and Eve did in Genesis 3. Look at what verse 6 says. "The woman saw that the tree was good for food and delightful to look at, and that it was desirable for obtaining wisdom. So she took some of its fruit and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it." They were after their kind of wisdom, worldly wisdom, self-serving wisdom. But it wasn't God's wisdom. And so it led to disaster. The world says, follow your dreams. The problem with that is your dreams are just that, your dreams. That may have nothing to do with God's will for your life. Follow your dreams is worldly sophistication, not true wisdom. True wisdom only comes from God and His Word in the Bible. The ultimate picture of wisdom is Jesus. Isaiah 52, verse 13, prophesizing the coming Savior, prophesizing Jesus, says this, "Behold, my servant shall act wisely. He shall be high and lifted up, and shall be exalted. Jesus was the most successful person who ever lived. His success wasn't flashy, and it wasn't recognized by the sophisticated people of his time, but it was absolute, eternal, and perfect. So let me ask you, can you remember a time when you knew the right thing to do, but didn't have the discretion on how to do it? To know how to do it. Maybe you spoke too soon, or waited too long, pushed too hard. What did you learn from that? What life experience did you learn from that? If you want discretion, pray this prayer. Lord, I want to be successful, but so often for the wrong reasons. Do whatever it takes, even if it means disappointments, to lead me to value faithfulness more than success. Free me from pride and fear so I can live with true wisdom. If this video helped you, I'd love to hear in the comments about a time when God helped you, taught you not just what to do, but how and when to do it. When does that happen to you? And what did you learn from it? If you'd like more videos like this on skillful living and real wisdom for real life, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. But tomorrow's video is Proverbs 1 verse 5. It says, let a wise person listen and increase learning, and let a discerning person obtain guidance. So we'll talk about learning and how it's used in Proverbs, which means the kind of learning that involves extensive study. Until then, go now in grace and peace.